Yo ho ho. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Don Mafia live show every single Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST. You did read that title correctly. Yeah. This is like day 57 of the DeAndre Hopkins watch. And then now I ended up seeing things about Dalvin Cook. First off, I'm seeing people in the chat already. I am completely on the exact same page as you guys. I am completely fine with our current running back room. I am completely fine with Damian Harris. I'm completely fine with Latavius Murray. I'm just reporting the rumors that I'm hearing, right? Now, literally as early as this morning, now we're seeing things about Yannick Ngakoue, who would be interesting, who would be very, very interesting. And then I could have sworn, I saw a couple of fans talking about like Aaron Donald or something along those lines, dude. Like, fans create some of the craziest things that you can even think of. First, dude, starting off hot. My guy, Jersey Dolphins, rolling on in with a super sticker. Thank you so much, man. Really helps out the channel significantly. A great way to support. But I will say one of the best ways to support is quite simply smashing that like button right on your way in. As many of you guys know, it is completely free. It takes less than a second. And it really helps me get discovered by the YouTube algorithm so I can give more Buffalo Bills news, rumors, and these absolute bullshit DeAndre Hopkins watch streams. So it's definitely always a good thing. Like I was saying, Where's the Milk comes in and really just reads my mind almost immediately when he says, I'm fine with Damian Harris. He was very good on the Pats. He is. The key here is that can he give us a full 17 games, right? He's had a lot of problems staying healthy and being consistent. So definitely something to consider. Okay, Corey says, I don't want Dalvin Cook. Guys on WGR 550 radio convinced me that they know something we don't. That's why he shot and he's on his way down. I looked at advanced stats, and Harris graded better than Dalvin Cook. Absolutely. At this point, I think he's just a name. He did have that one good run against us during that Minnesota game last year, like the Justin Jefferson catch game, as many of you guys know. But dude, I'm good on Dalvin Cook. I really am. There's nothing that could really convince me that would make it work. And so I think we should just stick with our guns at this point. Me too. Corey does say he likes Yannick Ngakoue. So do I, man. I feel like that a lot of Bills personalities, including myself, have been beating the table for this guy. Poor guy has been on so many damn teams and he's still wildly effective. I mean, shit, how old is he? I'm pretty sure he's still mid-20s. He could be older. No, he's 28 years old. I mean, he still got it. He's a defense. He's a solid defensive end. I think things would have been great. Pez Buff is coming in. What's up? What's up, Don? Go Bills. And Jimmy the Trumpster comes in and says, Cook for Cook trade. I'm not sure if the Vikings would knock that out. But one thing I do know is that Dalvin Cook's just about to be released. He's just about to be released. He's not about to be traded. So he's going to be a free agent hitting the market. I'm still convinced he's going to the Dolphins. I'm still absolutely convinced that Dalvin Cook is going to the Dolphins, but we'll see. More than likely today or over the weekend. Cameron, what's up, bro? Welcome. Where's the Milk is just like, I forgot about Latavius Murray. Listen, man. I guarantee you this season coming up, we are never going to forget that man's name again. He is going to be integral to our goal line offense in short yardage situations. He's older, but bro, let me tell you what, man. He still is punching in like 4.7 yards per carry. 4.7 yards per carry at his age. That's power. That's exactly what we need. So I think I saw a Bills content creator posts, and it was like Ed Oliver and a first-round pick for Donald. Yeah, dude, I saw something, man. Like, fans are starting to go crazy. I feel like that it's almost related to like cabin fever when somebody is like locked inside of their house for a long time and they just start really coming out with some outlandish theories. Just think of this offseason between the drafts and between preseason as and so our cabin fever, right? That's the house that we're in. So fans are going to start going crazy and just saying absolutely wild theories that more than likely just aren't going to happen. I think that I've come to the conclusion. I think that I've come back down to reality, and I've just believed that D-Hop is not going to come to this team. So we will see what's going on. Where's the milk? And so do you think Rodney Hudson will sign with anybody? I mean, and so I'm sure he will. And so I'm sure he will. There's like a lot of free agents that I'm still kind of surprised that have not ended up signing anywhere. I mean, he's older, right? He's like what, like 32, 33, 34. It's like off of yeah, but I think as of right now, and so I think the Buffalo Bills are really trying to make sure that they could like sort of groom so Ryan Bates and so on taking over for Mitch Morse, because Mitch Morse is about a concussion away from retiring. I mean, sometimes you need to put your health above anything, but that's just how it works. Yo, I can finally watch the morning streams now that school is out. Calvin, bro, I appreciate that, man. Listen, I'm pretty sure I've seen you at a couple of my morning streams. So even when you were back in school, I see my boy tuning in, saying what's up, man. I really appreciate that. And so did you graduate this year, man? What grade are you in? Just out of curiosity. Corey. And so at the very least, we have him starting opposite of Greg. And we get Vaughn back later in the year. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely interesting. I'll tell you what. I feel like everyone might be surprised about how Shane Ray does this year. He was incredible back in 2015 and 2016 when he was a rookie and into his second year. Got absolutely shafted with injuries. And I always hate to hop on that train where I'm like, oh, yeah, this guy that hasn't played like in the league for 4 years, he dominated in the CFL. Like, think of Duke Williams, right? I try not to romanticize players like that, but I really feel like that Shane Ray might be a pretty big impact player. So I'm looking for him to definitely make this team if a Yannick Ngakoue signing doesn't happen. Sadat, what's up, man? What's up, Dom Mafia? Go Bills. Go Bills, man. That's absolutely right. We got Omkar coming in. Hope the Bills value their young players now like the Chiefs and did. It's going to be key. Michael, what's going on, man? Morning, Danny boy. Morning to you, bro. Morning to you. Hope all is well up in Ohio. Murray-Harris combo covers injury question. Yeah. Like right between there and then hopefully James Cook can also get some things. I think largely this year, I think that there's not going to be a stout bell cow back. I think that we're really going to take the running back by committee sort of situation. So we're not going to see any dominating snap counts for any particular running back. I'm seeing Damian Harris certainly getting his share. I'm seeing Latavius Murray. Like, I'd say within those short yardage and goal line situations, 1,010%. But yeah, most definitely look for more so of a running back by committee this year rather than having anybody dominating snaps. There's not going to be like a true 3-down back for us this year. It's going to be spread apart pretty easily, and I'm fine with that, frankly. Just finished sophomore year of high school. That's sick, man. That's sick. Summertime, baby. Summertime. I miss the summertime. Always a good thing. What's up, Delusional Patriots fan? Where is Zeke siding? I think the XFL, dude, that or the USFL, one of the two. That poor guy. And so don't judge me. Normally, I don't have a beer at 11 a.m. EST on a weekday. However, my college, Coastal Carolina University, they are hosting a regional college baseball tournament. We're currently 7th in the nation. We were national champions a couple of years back, and me and my buddy, we ended up buying tickets because we want to watch firsthand as our, and so our alma mater college baseball team punches their ticket right to Omaha for the College World Series. So it's going to be a great weekend on my end. I'm going to be down at Coastal Carolina University cheering on my baseball team, and hopefully some good things will happen. So no judgment here. This isn't a normal thing, but yeah. And so your boy is getting after it today. Hence with that, there's more than likely not going to be a Bills Mafia happy hour today because I will be watching baseball. Might come on live, but it's going to be one of those like super shitty lives where I'm just like on my phone. And, like, I'll say hi or whatever, and I'll see if there's any like major news events, blah blah blah. And so I knew Buffalo wasn't getting D-Hop. When you co-hosting Jets Media with Richie, yo, listen, man, me and Richie, bro, we work together quite a bit. On the AFC East roundtable. And so on the AFC East roundtable is probably our like largest collaboration. He's been on my channel a couple of times. I've been on his a time or two. So we're going to have to definitely get some things together because we're going to be together during the AFC's roundtable event, which, by the way, major announcement, we have extended ticket sales until June 5th. Okay, so June 5th at 5 p.m. EST. So if any of you guys were sitting around and you missed your shot of ordering tickets at first, that information is now in my description. So just in case anybody doesn't know what this is, we are hosting our very first event. We are hosting a tailgate party right outside of MetLife before Buffalo Bills and New York Jets face off. And there's going to be an open bar. There's going to be food. There's going to be a production team, like a camera crew, and they're filming a live show of AFC's Roundtable. Then on top of that, we're also giving you tickets to Bills and Jets Monday Night Football, where you will be able to sit with myself, Richie, TD, and Tyson, and Patriots Global if he decides to come or if he can make it. And it's an awesome deal. It really, really is. It's $260 as is. If you're interested, that link is in my description. You have until June 5th. So we've extended it a couple of more days. We've sold I think 30-something tickets already. So say, for example, that's not what you want to do either. We are still selling exclusive tickets to the tailgate party by itself. So say you already have tickets right to Bills, Jets, Week 1 Monday Night Football, but you still want to come and meet us and get an open bar and get some food, go on ahead and knock that out. Knock it out. Those tickets will be on sale until September 10th. But the full package that includes the tickets are from there. Yo, what up, Pernell? How's life, bro? 101. What happened in that wild card game? How about Week 15? What's Josh Allen's record over the Dolphins? Oh man, is somebody in here already talking smack about the Dolphins? We got C Teach over there, dude. Just pay them no attention, man. Dude, Jersey Dolphins with another contribution to Don Mafia Live. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Great way to support the channel. Helps me go a long way. Best way to do it, and the free way to do it, and the way that is completely user-friendly, smash that like button. Best way in. Whether or not you've been in here, you've been watching me for a little bit, just go up to that thumbs up button. Just give it a little click, right? Just give it a little tap. Say, for example, you don't want to smash it and whatever. Just give it a little tap. And so a little tap-a-rooski. Do it up. Helps out the channel tremendously. Where's the milk? And so can you pay for the flight? Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to contribute that. So we do have a lot of other things that are going into this event. So we need to pay our production team. We need to pay the bar, et cetera, et cetera. So unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to take care of the flight. But really, with everything else is fine. And so everything else is completely fine. So the game ticket, the tailgate experience, all of the main event stuff will be provided by us from that ticket. So still a pretty solid deal if you ask me. Dan, I'm just wondering if the cheetah print pants from a while ago are ever coming back. Yo, the cheetah print. Oh my God. The cheetah print swim shorts is what you're talking about. I still got them. Maybe during the summer. Yeah, maybe during the summer I'll bring them back. Those were dope, man. Hide your moms when I wear those, bro. For real. Has D-Hop gone somewhere? No, I think objectively I've just given up. I've just given up on the fact that he's not going to come. That is me. And so do we carry all three quarterbacks with the emergency quarterback 3 rule, or still only carry 2 on our final 53-man roster? Also just 2 tight ends because Reggie Gilliam could be 3. Quentin Morris could go. I want to say that we're not going to take care of that emergency quarterback. I think it's just going to be Josh and Kyle Allen. And then I think we're going to keep 4 tight ends as well. I think we're going to keep Quentin Morris. And then obviously Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. And then also with Reggie Gilliam, who may or may not be listed as a fullback this year. We don't even know. And so Jersey Dolphin says, I support all AFC East roundtable shows, and we sincerely appreciate you for doing so, man. Seriously, it's just next level. And so the Bills were really injured last season, and we still won 13-3. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I got in an argument with somebody on TikTok being Josh Allen had 8 or 9 games under 50 QBR. I'm not even sure if that was accurate. It was probably just bullshit. But, yeah. No. He was playing through an injury, and our whole team was in body bags, and we still won 13-4. Hey, Dan, and so can I still get those tickets? Absolutely, bro. We just ended up extending it. So we extended the AFC East roundtable ticket situation. That link is in the description. It's until June 5th at 5 p.m. EST because we actually need to physically buy them from the Jets on the 6th. So we just need to get a good idea of how many we actually need. So June 5th is the way to go. So Allen hurt his elbow, Vaughn tore his ACL. I don't even know what happened to Trey White. He was out for an entire year of football, right? It was rust. I'm really hoping that Trey White has and so a chip on his shoulder this year, because every single top 10 list I'm seeing of corners doesn't have him on there. So I'm hoping that he sees that, and I'm hoping that that puts a chip on his shoulder and he just sends a message out to the rest of the NFL, letting them know, like, hey, homie, I'm still here and I'm ready to ball. D-Hop going to the Lions, I could see that. That would be interesting. That I wouldn't even be upset about, because number one, he's not going to the Chiefs. And then number two, he's not even going to be in the AFC. Lions would be an interesting spot. I mean, D-Hop and then Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff, who's so slept on. He's so disrespected. He's a solid quarterback, man. I think Jared Goff's a solid quarterback. Someone's calling me. I don't know who that is. All right. And so I don't see any role for Morris on the team now with Kincaid. Morris is just redundant for his skill set, and the roster spot could be better used elsewhere. Solid, man. Like, I mean, I'm definitely interested to see what we're going to do. There's definitely going to be a couple of rooms where I feel like that the front office and the coaching staff is going to want more players than usual, whether or not it's wide receiver, whether or not it's elsewhere. We'll not even see. C Teach comes in and says, Dan, when did you graduate from CCU? Graduated from CCU in 2013, bro. I'm old, dog. I'm old. And so I'm about to be actually and so I turned 32 on July 2nd. So exactly a month from now, your boy will be 32. And so the reason that I don't look like most 32-year-olds is the fact that I'm very white and I can't tan to save my life. So the majority of my life I've stayed out of the sun. So especially when I shave, bro, like I still get ID'd at the bar. And so if I shave, like I get like ID'd at gas stations for a case of beer. Looks like Kincaid is going for 3,000 yards and MVP, but not rookie of the year. Oh man, I mean, and so that would be legendary, absolutely. But I don't think it's completely out of the question of believing that Dalton Kincaid could potentially be the very first tight end to ever win the rookie of the year. Dude, I am so hyped. And I'm kind of scared about it too, because I don't want to be disappointed. Like, I don't want him to go out there and just be a buff, right? Spins coming in and saying, what happened to Trey White? He played well last season. Yeah, man, absolutely. I just think the rest of the league is just not really taking him seriously. I did a video on him about a month or so ago. Where like I compared his stats from the years that he was healthy, but then I also put it at like a ratio basis. So I took all of his stats because he only played a third of the season last year. So what I did was that I ended up multiplying it by 3 to see if he was on par to being at his normal stats when he was a Pro Bowler, when he was like a top 3, top 5 quarterback in the league. And if he were to play that full season, say that he were to stay on that same trajectory, then he would have been the exact same player. So that's why I'm hoping that this year he shuts the league up. I'm not worried about Trey White taking a step back at all. He looked great. He looked absolutely great. New betting odds have the Browns as the favorite at -50. Favorite to win the Super Bowl or favorite to win the division? And so favorites to win the division, bro, listen, I'm on that train. I really am. Like, everybody is just talking about the Bengals, who just lost essentially their entire secondary. By the way, no one's talking about that. And then the Chiefs, where really outside of Travis Kelce, their number one receiver is Kadarius Toney, an MVS. No. I have no idea why I put the Chiefs in that situation. And then the Ravens, who just don't do whatever it is. Holy shit. Cordero, dude, I love you, man. Dude, come on, bro. Come on, man. Dude, holy shit. Thank you, homie. Dude, you've been so loyal to this channel for the longest time. I really appreciate you, dude. Oh, dude, I am. All right, let's read this. Sorry, man. I'm still in shock. What up, bro? And so I would like to have Dalvin Cook and D-Hop on the Bills roster, but if D-Hop wants to bullshit, so I would even take Dalvin Cook so he can mentor his brother. Go Bills and go Jojo. Go Dogs, first off. Go Dogs, my boy. Okay? So little do you guys know, my uncle lives right outside of Athens, Georgia. So growing up, he would take me to UGA games. And I became into a Georgia Bulldogs fan because I really had no choice. Love UGA, definitely good. I'm still on that. And so I'm still on that train that I believe Stetson Bennett is going to be the best quarterback that came out of this most recent class. But I digress. And so I digress. Let me go ahead and put this in here for a second. Dalvin Cook and D-Hop, listen, I would love D-Hop on this roster. I really would. I 1,000% agree with you that I think he's bullshitting. And I think that although he said that he wants to sign for a contender, he's going to end up like taking a bag from some lackluster team. I feel like money is more important to him than actually even having an opportunity of raising a Lombardi. It really depends on what's more important to him, money or legacy. I feel like money is more on that specific area for him. So when it comes down into it, Dalvin Cook, he has been interviewed before saying that, well, now he's saying that he would like to go to the Buffalo Bills, but he has said that he doesn't want to steal James Cook's shine, if you will. So I think at the end of the day, I think that as much as I hate to say it, bro, I think he's going to be in Miami. And so I think he's going to be in Miami at the end of the day. But we'll see what's going on. I am still completely fine with Damian Harris. I'm still 1,000% fine with Damian Harris, dude. Like, right before you got in here, I was telling you, and like I was telling everybody right before we got in here, I think that the Bills are going to adopt a running back by committee. I don't think there's going to be a true bell cow. I think we're going to see a lot of Damian Harris. I think as much as we're going to see Damian Harris, we're also going to see Latavius Murray. As much as we're going to see both of them, we're going to see James Cook. Hopefully, Nyheim Hines is just essentially somebody that we throw into our pass attack. That would absolutely be wild. And so D-Hop would have signed with us by now. If so, then that would have happened. I entirely agree. As soon as when he ended up getting an agent, because now you have to have two people. Like now you have to have two people that are happy. I'm leaving this up here because this dude is just the man. This dude is the man for doing that, bro. Like totally unnecessary, but wildly appreciated. Let me see. So D-Hop is not needed. Mortgaging the future in cap space, no. So Bullseye Bob is coming in saying that, okay, so I agree with you on the fact that DeAndre Hopkins is not needed from a talent perspective. I still think that our team is well endowed. I still believe that we are contenders in the AFC. I still think that we're going to walk away with the AFC East. I think we addressed all the things that we needed to address this offseason. If anyone tries to tell you that we regressed, they're stupid. They're absolutely stupid. If anybody can say that we have regressed this season, we have not. We've gotten better. As far as the whole, like, let's not mortgage our future, etc. I'm not a big person that comes out and says, hey, right? Like we have a Super Bowl window, because I feel like as long as you have like a couple of solid skill position pieces and a franchise quarterback, there's always a shot. There's always a shot. Like look at the Chiefs. And so the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year with no defense, right? But there is a window for full strength, right? Like there's a window for full strength of your roster where there's no significant holes, where you just have a powerhouse everywhere. That's where the Bills are for the most part. I can really only think of maybe a couple of pieces on the offensive line and middle linebacker are the only pieces or rooms, cores that I'm worried about that I could say. So sometimes I think when it comes down into a GM, 90% of the time, I want you to mortgage for the future. I want you to plan for the future. I want you to stack up draft picks. I want you to make smart financial decisions in the front office. But then there's also times where you need to realize that the future is now, right? So if we were to, although that I don't think we need D-Hop, but would he make us better? Yeah, absolutely. There's no way. There's no debate against that. Sometimes I think that when an organization gets to as full strength as possible from a roster perspective, sometimes you just need to say, yo, the future is now. Let's roll the dice and get a Lombardi, right? But we'll see. Joe is coming in. Hey, Dan. And so are you going to make any AFC roundtable bets this year? Yes, as a matter of fact. So Richie and I, when we're going to be up at our events week 1 for Monday Night Football, we have, I think it's like a pretty standard bet. I think Richie and I think that if the Jets beat the Bills, then I'm going to wear a Jets jersey. And then I'm going to wear a Jets jersey. And so the next time, so that they play. And then if, and so the Bills win, then he needs to wear a Bills jersey for the next time the Bills and the Jets play. So that would be funny. Money is better than being called a ring chaser. Fair. And so D-Hop can kick rocks. He plays games like OBJ and the rest of these entitled athletes. Go play in Houston and suck some more. Winning may not be that important. Ernest coming in with the heat. Listen, man, I think a lot of us are just like upset that we're just like, dude, like make a damn decision. But soon as when he signed that agent, I knew for a fact that the entire process was going to be elongated. Annoying, but here we are. Cody just said, hey, Dan, what do you think about Bean selling his house with 2 years left on his contract? I'm not necessarily sure. Is there any rumors about where he's moving? I mean, for all we know, I mean, he probably just ended up selling his house for a real estate investment, or maybe he's getting a bigger house in the area. He's, I don't think he's going anywhere, man, honestly. I really don't. And so if we see a restructure of any kind, what are your initial thoughts? Is there any other reason to create more cap at this point of the off season? Okay, this is interesting. If we restructure at all and no moves are made, the only reason I would see why we would do it is as if we wanted to make a last minute trade move right before the trade deadline. So that could be a reason why I could see, like, say that I'm stepping into Brandon Beane's head and I'm like, okay, why would I want to restructure Deion Dawkins at this point? Why would I want to restructure Trey White at this point? Or really anybody else to add particular cap. It's either going to be to bring in like Yannick Ngakoue, who, the more I think about it, if there's any late off-season acquisition, it's going to be Yannick Ngakoue over DeAndre Hopkins and then over, like Dalvin Cook. I think out of those three, and that's if any of them do, like I think it's more likely that nothing's going to happen. But if any of those three, like big names that have been circulating around the Buffalo Bills for the past couple of like weeks, it would be Yannick Ngakoue, I would say, would be the most reasonable person that I think Brandon Beane would sign, because we can afford Yannick Ngakoue. And I feel like that he would be pretty solid for our defensive line. Who's going to have more picks in the game? Dude, that's an interesting prop bet right there. Who's going to have more picks? So Rodgers is pretty accurate. Last year, I know he had a step back as far as interceptions were concerned. The Jets secondary is pretty sick, though. As much as I hate to put that bad juju on there, and I'm going to knock on wood because I hope it's not correct, but I think Allen will probably turn the ball over at least once. He'll get one pick, man. Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed are ill. They're really good. So maybe he's selling to get more restructure money. Yo, dude, honestly, maybe he's trying to make a contribution. Maybe he's trying to make a contribution into the cap space so we can afford some of these guys. Craig Ellsworth is coming in saying, what's with the Rangers jersey? All right, bro. Okay, so outside, all right, so football, you will never see me wear another football jersey, ever. It's only Bill stuff. It's only Bill stuff. Because that's like really the only sport that I follow religiously on TV. I watch baseball here and there. I consider myself to be a Braves fan since I was born in Buffalo, moved down here, and then it was just Braves country. I have a bunch of Braves jerseys too. But I love jerseys. So it's like definitely a part of my style. So I have a collection, right, of like a bunch of like really cool ones. That, and then my college, my alma mater, they're hosting a regional baseball tournament because they're 7th in the nation for college baseball. It's Coastal Carolina University. And if they win this and then they win a super regional, then they're going back to Omaha for the College Baseball World Series. So me and my boy, we're going to go to that tournament here in about an hour so we could just, sort of watch our team punch their ticket to Omaha. So super excited. I love the game of baseball. I played baseball growing up, and I just love the sport. But when it comes to football, bro, like you will never see me wear anything but Bill stuff. Like there's nothing. And so unless I like lose a bet or something like that, but it never happens. Okay, so the Bengals. All right, man. And so I'm from Grand Island, living in Dallas, Fort Worth since 1980. Dude, that's awesome. My buddy who's in there right now, he is from San Antonio. His dad lives in Frisco. So this is actually who I borrowed it from today. So I was just like, bro, like I don't know. So I feel like I need to rock some blue for a college baseball tournament. Let's knock it out. It's going to be a good time. And that also explains why I'm having a beer. So at 11 a.m. EST. It's not because I'm a degenerate. It's because we got a baseball tournament to go to. Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. Kenyatta's coming in saying, what are we going to do against those Bengals? Oh, man. It's definitely a game that I have circled on the schedule. I really hope that we win that game. It's going to be a tight battle. I do think that their secondary got weak this year, so I don't think their defense is going to be, which I would go out on a limb and I would say that I think that I'd probably attribute, maybe not 50%, but I would attribute about 35 to 40% of the Bengals' success last year to their defense, right? Very good secondary. But now that Bates is gone and now that other guy is gone, I think things are going to be different. Looks like Diop wants a 1-year, $15 million guaranteed contract. Would you do that? Would I do that? Absolutely. Would Brandon Bean? I don't know. I definitely don't know. I'm scrolling through Twitter to see if anything's going wild. Nothing significant. Cody lives in Grand Island. It's wild. So I lived in Hamburg for a while. Born in South Buffalo. Bo Juro and the Bengals are overrated. If Von Miller is healthy, y'all should smoke them. They don't do well against elite pass rushers. Man, I really wish that Vaughn were to keep that ACL ready to go. He's actually from a military set in the Vietnam era. Hamburg Hill, I believe. Why is it raining? Connor, I don't know, man. Where you at? Where you at, bro? And so do you think the Jets would take down a red, white, and blue New York team on 9/11? No, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. You can't do that. Connor K is coming in saying, I live in Tennessee. That's awesome, man. Love the state of Tennessee. Nashville's a good time. Say, for example, that I want to get outdoorsy. Just roll up to Gatlinburg or Sevierville, some mountains, some mountain vacation. All about it. And so they're deep and they add better weapons, such as Brick Scott, Dax Hill at safety, which will fit with the Alou system. I mean, and so I'm definitely interested to see what's going on. They're one of them is a rookie, right? And so Dax Hill's a rookie. Let's see. Yeah, he is. He is a rookie. No. Second year going into it. I think leaving out specifically like that veteranship. And so I wouldn't call it an upgrade, but I think it might be a pretty good Band-Aid. We're not going to know until we see the regular season, but I just feel a little bit more confident. So you got that boy band look, ladies? Who? Joe Burrow? That's what I was talking about, man. And so I thought that Joe Burrow And so I thought that Joe Burrow, man, like should be on the Madden cover and not Josh Allen. Because first off, like I'm sure EA Sports would like to increase their sales to women. Like think about how much money they would make. Like women would be buying that just for a picture of Joe Burrow on there, right? Just whatever you got to do, keep my quarterback off that damn cover, please. Keep my quarterback off that damn cover. Put Joe Burrow on that cover, bro. Do not put Josh Allen on that Madden cover. It's a curse. I don't need it. Who here likes the Bills? Because I do. Oh, dude. Vast majority of us do, baby. Vast majority of us do. And so I'm a Buffalo Bills YouTuber, but I also talk about the NFL. And as you can see, I have a bunch of really cool people that join me from outside fan bases all the time. So everybody is welcome. I'm always here. This show is typically more NFL centric. Like I'll have a bunch of cool guests on, but there's been like a lot of rumors going around in Bills camp, and I can't not discuss it. We're going to Pigeon Forge in July for our anniversary for Dollywood. Dollywood's awesome. Absolutely awesome. First off, happy early anniversary. That's absolutely great. Yeah, dude, like Gatlinburg is awesome. And so I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and like everybody always jokes around with me, and they're just like, Gatlinburg is essentially Myrtle Beach, but in the mountains. And I would have to agree as far as like the main downtown area outside of Dollywood, it's almost like identical as far as the attractions, as far as everything, but it's in the mountains. But it's a great time. It's a great time. I was there about a year and a half ago, and I stayed in this cabin in Sevierville, which is a short drive from Gatlinburg, but dude, it was a blast. First time I got there, we rolled up with a truck, stuff like that. Like we started taking stuff out, and then we look out the window, and there was like this tiny black bear, like in the bed of the truck, like combing through our shit. It was very ridiculous. And so, like we watched from inside, and we just tried to scare it away, and it went away. But it's a whole other world out there. But I mean, have a good time. It's awesome. And so Josh is good but reckless. Yeah, dude, he plays a little too much hero ball, but I'm hoping now that he has like a safety outlet with Dalton Kincaid and hopefully a solid running game, I think that this hero ball thing might be able to take a break. I've never been more proud of Josh for being with Haley Steinfeld. That's my fucking quarterback right there, ladies and gentlemen. Dude pulls. Dude absolutely pulls. Sal's coming in saying, McDermott chokes in big spots, Bills fans, and I'm one. Can't talk bad about him. Happens, dude. Right? Happens. And so Dollywood is a really nice park. It is fun. And so if y'all ever like make your way down to Gatlinburg area, like Dollywood's like actually a really fun theme park. Surprisingly. Not a lot of people talk about that. Oh, man, we have one of my members coming in. It's Dub Vision. Los Angeles is up and tuned in. Let's go, Mafia. So I'm not sure. So it's Dub Vision. If you watch the AFC East roundtable, but if you do, Richie is actually in LA for the next month. He's staying in some Airbnb and he's doing a bunch of work. So I'm not sure if he's doing like any like meetups, but I thought you might find that pretty interesting. Ernest is saying, this is my first time going there to Dollywood. Last year I drove up from Branson, Missouri from our honeymoon. It was like a mini Vegas. I was shocked. There's so many Bills fans. They're all over the place. They're all over the place. I mean, like even where I'm at, and so with Dub Vision, like, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of Bills backers bars in LA, but like even Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, the Bills backers bar down the road here, every single game, there's 100+ people there, at least every single time. Normally, I do like these live game reactions, live play-by-play. What the fuck? There's never mind. It's gone. I'm pretty sure that was a copperhead. Dude, I almost died. Oh, my God. I got to take care of that copperhead. Pretty sure it was a snake. My bad. Like, it hissed at me. It was right over there. And then I think it got scared. Holy shit. Holy shit. And so y'all probably thought I got murdered right there. That snake needs to die. No. I'm like in the garage right now. And so I'm in the garage, and like it was like right over by the weights. It was like right over by the weights, right over there. But I'm like it slithered under the gutter. So I think I might need to decapitate that shit a little later. Bills. Josh Allen is trash. That was close. No. Snake was no. Snake wasn't in my house. It was in the garage, right over there. So I'm sitting here in the garage area. You see what I'm saying? Like it was right there. It was like right by that corner. Fuck. It's looking at me. Doesn't matter. I see it in my peripheral. I see it in my peripheral. We're good. Yeah, man. We're good. I'm just gonna have to kill that thing here in a second. Let's get back to Bills talk here. Okay, we just have a bunch of Bills fans and then a bunch of Bills fans and Dolphins fans just ripping each other apart. Ernest says, okay. Oh, man. Grace Delano is coming in saying, Dan, what's up with the punk god? Is he going to try out with the team? Grace, first off, I'm very happy that Punk God has another opportunity in the NFL. But no, the Jets, I'm pretty sure, worked him out. Does anyone know if the Jets signed him officially? I'm pretty sure he's about to be a Jet. I'm happy for him. And as far as him not coming back, I'm not going to be upset about it because, number one, is the Buffalo Bills punted the least out of every single team like in the NFL last year by a large margin. The second best team was about 12 more punts than us. So I don't necessarily think it's a massive opportunity or like a massive need for us. So that's why we probably didn't reach back out to him. That and like there's like a lot of like bad juju with that. Like I'm sure like deep in his soul that he doesn't want to play with us because in the back of his head, he's probably just like, hey, you didn't have I don't know. We'll see. Areza is at the Jets, Calvin. And so even if he got signed by the Jets, I wouldn't be mad. Big Buffalo's coming in. What is it? So Big Buffalo's coming in saying we need to stop hating on Diggs. Twitter is full of fans talking trash to him right now. This happens every single year, bro. So this happens every single year. And so he doesn't show up to OTAs. And like, dude just tweets like random shit. And everybody on earth just like dissects his tweets like they mean something. Like he's like dropping the Da Vinci Code. He's not, bro. He's not. Like he's probably quoting song lyrics. He's probably just like maybe reciting something poetic he thought about like during his morning workout. Like not everything has a double meaning. I feel like fans need to stop overthinking so much and just chill. and just absolutely chill. Like he doesn't go to OTAs. He deletes every single picture on his Instagram every single year. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. If you were to search on Twitter that Stephon Diggs no-show at OTAs, you would see tweets verbatim. Every year for the past 5 years that say that. Normal. He's fine. He's a normal dude. I guarantee you that out of every single one of your tweets, like anybody on earth could make a 30-minute YouTube video about what you really meant. Like you can dissect really anything that anybody puts like online. Like that snake situation I just had over there. And so that snake situation that I just had over there, bro, like somebody could probably make a video just being like, actually, what that really was Dan was avoiding a hitman. And then like y'all could make some crazy thing. Who knows? It's context. Clicks. They want to be relevant. It's just how it is. Eric's coming in saying, did D-Hop sign? Of course he didn't. He's still just fucking around. So many of these guys grew up in the troll era. and a lot of this is probably from their own amusement. 1,000%, bro. Say, for example, that I had that much pull. Like, I would tweet the most obscure things, sit back for 20 minutes, and then just, like, see all the articles that were written about that tweet and just, like, flex, like, right in front of my friends. Just be like, look, this is actually a song lyric, by the way, but these people are thinking that I'm threatening to move to Puerto Rico or something. I don't even know at the end of the day. Let me see what else is going on. Let me check Twitter one more time, see if anything else interesting is going on, because I need to get ready for this baseball tournament I'm going to. Wow. All right, guys. So I'm going to jet because I need to end up going over to that baseball tournament. Go Sean and Clears. And so Coastal Carolina plays tonight at 7 p.m. If you want to look for me on TV, I'll probably be like in like the right field standing room area. Like I'll be the one that's chirping the away team's right fielder. It's one of my favorite things to do in baseball games is just talk shit right to the away team's right fielder. If you haven't done that, it's a very good time. Do that. And then Bills Mafia happy hour, probably not happening today because of the baseball tournament. So say, for example, that you're really missing Dan Mitchell content. Definitely go check out some of the videos that I've dropped recently. Yesterday, I did an artificial intelligence predicts the Buffalo Bills final record. That's on my channel. Definitely go watch that. I thought it was pretty amusing. I also did a video a week or so ago. And so it was about the first team ever to play professional football in Buffalo, New York. That's a very good one too, where I did it. And so I gave you fools a history lesson. Of the first team ever to play pro football in the league. So go watch that one too. And then, dude, just comb through some of the content that I've been putting out recently. And then I'll see you tomorrow. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming in. Love y'all. See you next time. Go Bills.